was a process called segment intending. And the segment intending process says, oh, here's a new segment. What are my intentions for this segment? When you walk into a new space, it's a new segment. When you pick up the telephone to call someone, it's a new segment. When someone calls you, it's a new segment. When one new person walks into this room, it changes the segment for all of us. Segment intending. And at the basis of segment intending is, what do I want in this segment and why do I want it? How do I want to feel in this segment? So you get in your car and you think, time for a grid. How do I feel in my car? Comfortable, appreciative for this transportation, happy that I'm getting to go someplace. Just stay there for 17 seconds and feel appreciation for your car. Let the engine sort of catch its breath a little bit. Get yourself settled into your seat. Look in your rearview mirror and acknowledge everything that is around you. Just breathe a little bit and feel happy to be here in this moment, eager to be going somewhere. Just establish that grid and watch what happens. Sit there for 68 seconds and you can control traffic. If you think about how you love to be in your car and how it represents freedom to you and how fun it is to get to move about and how many things there are to see around and what a beautiful, delicious world you live in and how delightful it is to have mobility in this world, how nice it is to have the comfort of a car like this. You spend 68 seconds focused like that and you move out into the world, your grid will fill in with cooperative drivers, with others who are smiling. They'll wave you in. Your timing at the lights, in the same way that you can't really understand wind currents, you don't really understand the timing of those lights either at a conscious level. But as your grid fills in, your impulse of where to go, which street to go down, where to pause, what to do, you will be guided. Your grid will fill in with reactions, with impulses, with responses, with rendezvous, and you'll have really good days. You'll find parking places. Barbara has been talking to Esther about princess parking because Esther always has a parking place right up front. It's just always there. It's just always there. It's as if everyone has run ahead and just cleared the space for her. It's just always there. Always there. Not just sort of there, right there. The very best parking place in the whole possible place to be is right there waiting for Esther. Often someone backs out of it right as she arrives, or is just sitting there open. Esther can't believe it. There are people parking all around. What is going on? There's that place. Your grid is filling in. How you doing? How you doing? You happy with how it's filling in? People nice to you? Things working out? Money flowing easily? How's it filling in? You want to tweak it a little? Start a new grid right now. Start a new grid right now. Start a new grid right now. The momentum and law of attraction will take you to specific. And after you get the hang of this, then even in what feels like the grid, the general grid, you'll be in such a good feeling place that you'll be much more specific than general, but it will be general for you. You see what we're getting at?
Wow.
The rule of thumb is be as specific as you can be and still feel good.
Thank you so much. From this conversation, I really am getting a better glimpse of just how powerful I am.
How powerful you are and how powerful this moment is.
Yes.
And what your potential for rendezvousing is right here
Yes.
and now. It's interesting because as we talked to you all about deliberate creation, first we said focus. We said you create your own reality and you get what you think about. So pay attention to what you're thinking about. And that went along all right with you, but then you started worrying about what you were thinking about. And then we started putting emphasis on allowing. In other words, you ask, step 1, the universe supplies, step 2, and you have to line up with it, step 3. And now we're even more specifically helping you to understand this process by letting you know, yes, you do create your own reality. And people will say, well, Abraham, we're not sure what you really think we should be doing. Should we be focusing? Should we be meditating? Should we be asking? Should we be allowing? And we say, you've you've done enough asking really to keep yourselves busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. You've been mixing it up. You have a vortex full of all kinds of things that you want, and your inner being has already become the vibrational equivalent of all of those things. So your work really is to relax and allow yourself to be in the vibrational vicinity. This grid conversation, here we are in this place, we've come round again with more specifics to help you to understand that your point of attraction, your point of power is right here and right now. It was one of two things that Seth said. Seth was speaking through Jane Roberts, and Jerry had been reading those books before that Jerry and Esther met us. And Seth said, you create your own reality, and that rang Jerry's bells so strongly. He loved the idea of it. He just could not imagine how that could possibly be so, because there were so many people living what they did not want to live, who he could not understand. If they create their own reality, why are they doing that to themselves? And so we've spent all of these years saying that you get what you think about. You don't get what you want. You get what you think about. When you think about what you want, you get it. When you think about the absence of what you want, you get the absence of what you want. You get what you think about. You create your own reality through your focus, you see. And then Seth said, your point of power is in the present. That made Jerry crazy with excitement. He loved feeling the control of now, but what could that possibly mean? Does that mean I stand in my now and I just focus very deliberately? Focus, carry a notebook around, Your point of power is in the present. So we've spent years explaining to you that you were source energy, that you come partly into this body, that here in this leading edge body you explore and you ask, and then you come into alignment with what you're asking for. But now we're wanting you to understand that you have always been this source energy that is always focused forward with you. In other words, when we talk about the power of now, when we talk about your powerful now, we're not just talking about the personality that you know as you and what you're doing as you're focused in this moment. We're talking about all that you are that is focused in this moment. We're all focused in your powerful now. We're here with you while you're having this conversation. And if you are present in your now, which means releasing the resistance that keeps you from being fully aware and therefore allowing of all that we are, then the influence of that which is us, the knowledge of that which is us, the well-being of that which is us, the clarity of that which is us, is all now you as well. We are all in this together. Do you see how we all fit together?